hello there. Thank you very much for stopping by the Gains Like Bane channel. It's been a while since I've made any videos at all, and there's just so much content that has been released and so much content coming up that I have to jump back into it, and I'm very excited to start making videos again and also continue to be making podcast videos. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share if you enjoy what's in this video, and there's plenty more to come. Thank you again. So season 3 of The Mandalorian just wrapped up. We got some cool new story from everyone's favorite little Mandalorian family trio, but there is something going on in the last 2 episodes specifically that I want to talk about. The last 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, we have had the pleasure of seeing Giancarlo Esposito's Moff Gideon on screen as our villain for the show, which, by the way, Lucasfilm only utilizing this man's talent in the last 2 episodes of every season is just weird to me. Giancarlo is such an amazing talent that I believe only elevates every part of The Mandalorian that he's in. With that being said, we knew Gideon has been up to something behind the scenes the entirety of his time with the show. We find out at the end of season 3 that Gideon is in fact cloning himself and was isolating the potential to wield the Force and incorporating it into an unstoppable army, an army of himself in strength-enhanced Mandalorian Beskar armor, of course. By the way, his armor design is just absolutely menacing in my opinion. Props to the costume design team for putting that one together. It is quite obvious with the markings and horns that it is a major homage to none other than Maul himself, and I'm a little disappointed that they didn't mention that in the episode. We end up getting to see Bo-Katan and Din Djarin go up against Gideon in his new armor. The first thing I want to talk about is the apparent jump in skill level in Gideon's fighting over the last 2+ years. I know he has enhanced strength with his new suit, but his overall skill level just seems to be even greater than before when he was bested by Din Djarin at the end of season 2. It is quite obvious that Din Djarin is always progressing in his fighting skills, so it seems a little off to me that Gideon was able to best Din and Bo-Katan the way that he did. Secondly, we are used to seeing Moff Gideon with his signature mustache on screen. This season, we got no mustache. I don't think this is just a coincidence either. I don't believe it was an actor's choice type situation. I believe this is a subtle hint to fans that this is not the same Moff Gideon. You remember the clones we talked about at the beginning of this video, clones who also had no mustache? I believe their person in this suit is in fact a Gideon clone, one who obviously wasn't able to be cloned with the ability to wield the Force. That's also quite possibly why he is so angry that the clones were destroyed. He wanted clones with that power just like the original Gideon on account of not being Force sensitive himself. In conclusion, I believe the real Moff Gideon is actually with Thrawn and will be giving us a big ol' surprise when he shows back up. Gideon and Thrawn together sounds great to me. Sign me up right away. Overall, I enjoyed this season of The Mandalorian, but I believe there were parts to love and parts that were truly a little head scratchy to me. From what I heard, Mandalorian season 4 will start shooting very soon, so looking forward to seeing them on screen again sooner than later. If you enjoyed that and you want to see more on the Shadow Council podcast, remember to subscribe so you don't miss a gathering of the Shadow Council. Thank you again.